Yes guys, GBFC Chelsea pre-season tour. What we got for you in today's episode: a new car, OSIMHEN news, exclusive Mercedes Benz Stadium access, my Chelsea 11, and writing a personal message to the boys in the changing room. Let's get into it. There has not been a day yet on this tour where this coffee is needed as badly as it's needed right now.
Oh my word, I'm so excited for today's video. You have no idea. Look at the size of it. I think I need to go outside. Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. I couldn't stay in the coffee shop. It's too busy and I am too gassed for what today's video has got in store for us. Quad coffee is in hand. We have got news today about Victor Osimhen. I literally told you in yesterday's video, just like keep an eye on things. I'm not going to get carried away yet, but when David Ornstein speaks about Chelsea transfer news, quite often you listen and you get the correct information. This is from David Ornstein. Napoli in ongoing talks with Chelsea to sign Romelu Lukaku, while discussions between Napoli and Chelsea also taking place about move for Victor Osimhen in opposite direction. Lukaku would be permanent, Osimhen season-long loan with a buy option. I mean, if this couldn't be any more perfect for Chelsea Football Club, not only do we get rid of Lukaku, get his wages off the books, but if we can get Osimhen on loan, if it goes wrong, we're just like, you know what, see you later mate, and he can go to PSG next year. This would be the absolute ideal. However, things have moved quickly in the Chelsea transfer news stratosphere today, because since these reports from Ornstein have come out, Victor Osimhen's agent has apparently spoken up saying that it's nonsense, it's fake news, my player is worth X blah 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 blah. There is one rule of the transfer window: do not listen to players' agents. They want their player to get as much money as they possibly can, and we know that Victor Osimhen has always wanted Chelsea. He's always wanted the Premier League. He was just waiting for the clubs to approach, be it Arsenal, maybe, Chelsea, priority. Paris Saint-Germain were there, they didn't want to pay the release clause. Now, Chelsea are in the best position for this deal because we've got the asset that they desperately want, that Conte desperately wants. Blimey, what a start to today's video. We're going to finish it at the Mercedes Benz Stadium for a match preview for Chelsea versus Club America. This might have the potential to be one of the most exciting days of this pre-season tour.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Doing much better now.
Cheers. Cancelled all of our flights because we want to road trip the rest of the trip.
Yes.
What have you done?
There was only one way that we could road trip the rest of this trip.
Okay.
And that was in another convertible Mustang. I had to search for various places that actually had what. There was not a Mustang at the airport.
So we don't know what colour it is.
But there's only one.
And there's only one convertible available in
the
the
whole city. And we don't know what
city.
colour it is. So I'm praying to God it's not red.
This car is red. Apparently there's only one Mustang in the car park. So there's only one question: is it red? I just really hope it isn't, because I'm not even exaggerating when I say I don't like the colour red. I feel weird driving red. I feel like the red car was the reason why Chelsea lost. There's a Mustang and it's not red.
Oh,
come
there
on,
we go.
get in. There's the horse. There's the car. And where's the soft top?
Wait a second.
I'm gonna fix it. Currently at a red light at Andrew Young International Boulevard, northwest turning. Feels good to be back in a proper vehicle again. Beautiful colour, brand new as well. 2024 Mustang this is, but I'm still not satisfied, all right? We are here on the Chelsea pre-season tour to bring you nothing but the best. So we're gonna get a flipping roof down, all right? At least I'm gonna try to.
What will you do if the convertible that we're about to pick up
Is red.
is red?
That I have to stop for, even though it's green. Sorry everybody, just contemplating life. I don't know. We got more news, guys. We got more Chelsea news. So here is the Mercedes Benz Stadium. This is where we're going to finish today's video when we do the match preview. Make of it what you will, but Ornstein has now pinned the tweet talking about Lukaku and Osimhen. Really want this to happen. Before we get on with our day in Atlanta and before we get into any more Chelsea news in the preview, I do want to say a massive thank you to today's video sponsor.
As you can see on my head, I've actually got myself a pretty decent head of hair, if I must say so, although it does need a trim. Hair loss
on the other hand, though, is an issue that most men might suffer with at some stage in their lives. It's not what you want to hear. It affects your confidence. It affects the way that you look. So a massive thank you to Manual for sponsoring today's video. And what Manual have is a combo product that aids hair growth whilst at the same time blocking the hormone that might instigate hair loss in the first place. What we have got for you in this video today is a massive 55% off discount code that you guys can access by clicking the link in the description. Hair loss is one of those topics where you might not know exactly why it's happening, and you might be worried that it's going to get worse. And the Manual product that you guys can get your hands on today is going to not only aid that hair regrowing, but also stop and help prevent the hair from even being lost in the first place. Massive thank you to Manual for sponsoring this video today. Get your code, link in the description, go and check out the products today to start your hair loss plan, and let's get back into today's video. Cheers again.
All right, mate, you've been lovely. It's been nice to drive you for a little bit, but I'm going to leave you here, all right? 2024 Mustang. It's good. I'm nervous, okay? I don't know what colour this next one is. They wouldn't disclose the information for me. But we need to take the roof down. It's part and parcel of having a nippy car with the roof down in the States with the sun. I really hope this isn't red.
We've left that lovely one. I'm actually nervous right now.
The colour of this car will have a huge impact on how this video goes from here. I'm doing the Jurgen Klopp when Liverpool have a penalty. And we're going to win every other game for the rest of the tour. Honestly, I feel as though this could be a monumental moment in this tour. This could be the turning point. If Chelsea do beat Club America now, we all know it was because of the flipping car. We rock, we roll, we move. Let's go to the stadium right now in our new whip. Let's go to the stadium right now and do a preview for Chelsea versus Club America. Come on, Chelsea.
Thank you very much, Avis Buckhead.
Come on. Thank you, bro. Have a good one, my man. Oh, it's like we never left. We've got a roof.
So nice.
And it's just ironically started to rain after all of this faff,
Right.
but I don't care.
Yep.
I really don't care. Guys, I'm not going to lie. This is an actual work of art when it comes to a football stadium. This stadium was finished in 2017. It's the Mercedes Benz Stadium, as you can see, with the grand silver metal branding and the giant Mercedes sign that, of course, everybody is aware of and knows. Chelsea versus Club America is match number 3 of our pre-season tour, and we need a win here. We're a little bit desperate at this point because we've got Man City and Real Madrid following these games. So when we look at Club America, their season's already started, which is a bit risky for us because their fitness is going to be significantly higher. So far, they've played 4, won 2, lost 2. They recently won a cup final as well, so they're going to be buoyed by that. This is not going to be easy for Chelsea. And I think a lot of Mexican teams in particular, they always get a little bit frustrated and want to beat European sides, even when they play them in friendlies, because they feel as though they get disrespected in the world footballing stage, which I fully agree and understand. So what I've done is I've built 2 teams. I've built what I think Maresca's going to do, which means that the second team is what I would like to see. But what a stadium, man! What a stadium! It is amazing. Let's move. So a big shout out to the Reverb, the Hard Rock Hotel, for allowing us the space here to try and get a vantage point. But it's difficult to actually get a vantage point above this stadium without the drone shots that we've got here. It's a beautiful ground. Just looking at this, this is what makes pre-season so exciting. When you've got stadiums like this one that are so big, you can fit Chelsea American fans in from all over, it does make things really exciting. Speaking of exciting, I was literally downstairs and I was saying we're not going to be able to get into the stadium today, but guess what? We got a message from our boy Jason. We're allowed in the stadium, and this isn't actually like set up or fake or anything. We genuinely just got an email saying that we can go in, he's going to show us around. So the Chelsea 11 is coming right up. Also, all of these buildings are freshly being built, ready for the World Cup in 2026. We got cranes, man. Behind me, over my right shoulder, is where Chelsea will be tomorrow. That's actually the Atlanta United home dressing room. This is where all of the fans will be before an Atlanta United game in the Delta Sky 360 Club Suite. So this is where the players will be walking out tomorrow. It's basically the tunnel.
This is probably one of the biggest tunnels you'll ever go into. And then if we do a little spinaroonie, as you can see here, we'll be flying through this area. Pitch. Oh wow, look, we've even got the branding on there. This is so cool. We're actually out pitch side now, and this really does give it a whole new perspective. We've seen it from above, we've seen it from next door, we've seen it from outside. This is a proper stadium, this is. Finished building in 2017, and I believe this stadium will be hosting at least one game during the World Cup in 2026. 8 games. Apparently I've seen there from behind the camera. I'll start building my first Chelsea 11. The 3-2-4-1 formation that Enzo Maresca seems to enjoy so far. Which one is the Chelsea bench? This one here. All right, so I'll take my pick then. Which one do I want to sit on? Gonna go here.
It's enormous. We've just learned it seats 72,000, which can expand to 75,000. It's built for American football and soccer, which means that these seats pull out for American football, which is great, and then they just push them in for football. AMG racing seats, which the players are going to sit on.
Modern architectural brilliance.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And we are here before anybody else. Enzo Maresca's still flipping at the hotel, mate. He's not here for his press conference. Every stadium is compared to West Ham's awful Olympic ground. I can see the far side, so we are good. Let's begin with my Chelsea 11 that I think will start this match tomorrow in Atlanta against Club America. In goal, we've got Robert Sanchez. Now, if you'd have asked me this before the Celtic game, I'd have been a bit nervous, a bit worried, but to be fair, Sanchez was the shining light, the saving grace of what was a shocking display in Indiana for match day number 2. Sanchez is the goalkeeper. We move into a back 3 that sees Tosin, Wesley Fofana central, and Levi Colwill. Look, the other day, Badiashile was probably the worst of everybody's bad bunch. So he's going to drop out of this 11. And I think what we're going to start to learn with Maresca is that we already know that he doesn't like to change and alter too much when it comes to the philosophy. Maybe the shape and formation of the side will change, but I think he is going to go with that 3 at the back. So we move into that midfield 2. Going to go with Malo Gusto and Romeo Lavia. We're seeing Lavia get a lot more minutes. We needed to see him get minutes because we didn't see him at all last season. Reece James won't be starting the season because of that bloody suspension that sees him miss the opening 3 games of the season. So Malo Gusto is going to be in there next to Romeo Lavia. In front of him, I've gone with Noni Madueke, Christopher Nkunku, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, and Mudryk behind Mark Guew. What we saw against Celtic, I'm trying to put it to the back of my mind, all right? It was so poor that I was in a foul mood the whole journey back to Chicago, and it took me a coffee in Atlanta the following morning to get back to some kind of equilibrium. What I'm hoping for here from Chelsea, we need to start understanding the positional awareness of what Enzo Maresca is trying to get us to do. So that is the lineup that I think he's going to go with, and kind of mixed in with that, the formation. I'm not sold on it yet, but that's what I like to see it be. But there's also another option that I've gone for, which could be the team in the second half. But what we did see in the last game was that we had proper substitutions. We didn't have the classic pre-season first half 11, second half 11. So I think it's going to be more like what we saw against Celtic with genuine progressive substitutions. So the good news is Chelsea have been given home rights for tomorrow. So this is Chelsea's locker room, or as we call it in England, the changing room. Sanitizer, just in case anyone is a little bit dirty. God, it's massive in here, isn't it? Shall I leave him a message? Can I leave him a message? All right, here we go. My handwriting is absolutely abysmal. All right, here we go.
Oh, good one.
Yes, guys. Up the Chelsea. Good luck.
You're cute, you are.
Little kiss there. I should build my 11 on there. No. Very much like Wembley. It feels very grand. All the materials are very, very high quality. You've got leather backs here. You've got your classic hanger there that's not from IKEA. Very cool. So this is where all of the post-match interviews will take place after hopefully Chelsea have got ourselves a massive pre-season win. So cool to see all of the behind the scenes in a stadium this size, particularly when no one else is here but us. Exclusive, that's what you're subscribed for. So when the owner of this stadium made this stadium, one thing he wanted was to have food, beverages at accessible prices as if you're on the streets. So you're not getting crazy inflated stadium prices that we see all over English football right now. Very, very nice touch. Well, behind me right now just so happens to be an unassailable stainless steel model of a falcon, the biggest sculpture of a bird on this entire planet, I'll have you know. We've got an Atlanta United scarf around it, which comes out whenever there is a soccer game, or a football game as we call it. But this is obviously a falcon for the Atlanta NFL team, which I don't know too much about, but now I know they're called the Falcons at least. Very sharp beak. Can't come all this way and not pick the starting 11, or at least the team that I would like to see trialled, tested in this game against Club America, because this is not going to be an easy game. Club America, as we said earlier, they're a good side, and I do want to see Chelsea and Maresca experiment with just trying a flat four at the back, because so far this defensive structure hasn't worked. So we've got to be able to try contingencies. I want a manager who's got a plan B and maybe a plan C if we need it. So I'm just going to throw the graphic up on the screen for you guys now. This has got a flat back four in it, and we have got Renato Vega, who we've needed to see, we want to see. He only touched the ball, I think 5 or 6 times in that game against Celtic. And to bring him on when the game was absolutely done and dusted, a little bit unfair for the first taster that we get of our new Portuguese youngster, the new left back. So I want to see him in the left back position. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, we know that he's been nursing an injury, and he's actually been nursing it because apparently he's close to being back to fitness. So both of these lineups that I've done is in the idea that we actually get to see the £26 million man play. And in terms of the strikers, again, Mark Yu, we've talked about him a lot on the channel. I loved what he was doing, even in that defeat against Celtic. I think he looks like a real player. And if we are going to be signing Victor OSIMHEN, which we might be, by the time you guys see this video, the story may have developed further. You're going to have to stay tuned tomorrow for the match vlog, because I think this transfer saga, it's been going on for ages. But overall, I think we're going to start to know soon if OSIMHEN is coming to Chelsea. But regardless if he does or not, Nico Jackson back to fitness soon as well. Probably won't feature in this game, but he should be back for Manchester City. I am so excited now for this match. And I'm going to stay away from these cables because my ADHD makes me just want to unplug one to see what happens. So I'm going to move, but it looks fabulous. The stage is set. And if you guys aren't already, make sure you subscribe to the George Benson football channel so that you don't miss anything from the match day vlog tomorrow for Chelsea versus Club America. It's going to be our first win. I know it is, because we got rid of the red Mazda, and that is all that anyone else needs to know. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Come on, you Blues.